Let's do today's Minute Cryptic. Today, our clue reads, stretch opposite spring, taut to avoid starter, humming on and off. And we're looking for a 6-lettered word. Now, my first sort of reaction to this clue is there are a lot of words. And these words, this whole clue was not very smooth or easy to say, which makes me a little bit less confident, I guess, initially. So I think what we need to do, or the way I'm going to work through this clue, is to start with the things I know for sure. So, stretch opposite spring. See, opposite, it can be an indicator, but it can also be a word as a definition. So the opposite of spring could be another season. And a stretch could mean either we're elongating a word if it is a indicator. So we need 6 letters. So we need to look for words that are smaller and then elongate them. Or it could just mean a period of time, opposite spring, which could be summer, I think winter, because isn't that opposite to spring, or autumn, or fall, as the Americans say. So let's start with the things that we know for sure. On and off, definitely an indicator. These are selection indicators where we need to use letters that are on and off, essentially. And that's next to this word humming, which we can try. So we can get H-M-I-G, or if we use the first letters, or U-M-N. And that looks very similar to this word here, autumn. Great. So I think the answer is going to be autumn, but let's just consider why. Then we've got this avoid starter, which is an indicator as well. We're going to avoid, so we get its deletion indicator, this first letter, the starter letter of the word next to it, which is this word taut, which when you look at it, it's a really sort of random word to just spring onto, if I may say, in this clue. Because why couldn't you just said stretch opposite spring? No, we need taut, because when we get rid of the first letter here, we get aut. And when we add these together, we get autumn. And autumn is a stretch opposite spring. It's not a spring as in literally jumping. It's spring as in the season spring. And a stretch opposite means a time opposite. So that would be our definition, which is a really sort of stretchy definition, but almost not. I feel like people who would struggle with this clue would be people who don't know what autumn is or don't use the word autumn. But even this word humming, it kind of gave me like bird humming vibes, which is probably where my mind went with this. So I actually think this was a really, really strong and cool clue looking at it now. Right, let's give this a go. So that's autumn. And we are correct. Let me know how you guys got along today.